Okay, dude. So first of all, I can't exactly show you every step, but I can show you from this step in Snapseed. So this is the double exposure part. So all you go do, you got to hit this little plus sign down in the, or the, add a photo and that you want to, add to it. So this is the one I did here. It's got some plants and it has this nice school of raspberries up here. So, and if you notice here, I'm hitting the opacity, and then basically what you can do is you can move this around to wherever you would want. So, like take the opacity down so you can kind of see the original scape, and say good place for these, probably here. And you can also make them smaller. You can turn them around. You can do whatever. So at this point, I'm gonna make them around. Well, this is a mighty tank. So we're gonna make them right around there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the opacity all the way up. Okay. Now from here, you're gonna hit the check button. All right. Now, at this point, it's like, well, what the hell? So what we do is we come up here and hit the, it's up there in the top right next to the info button. It's the little arrow with the squares below it. Undo, revert, and view edits. So you're going to hit the view edits. Now this is going to pop up. You're going to tap where it says double exposure. You're going to hit the little square with the paintbrush in it. Boop. So now this is the brush. Now basically down here in the center you can see where the double exposure, how much you really want it to come out. Basically opacity, but it only does it in 25 increments of 25. So we want to do 100, and all you got to do is really paint them in. Paint them in. See all this other stuff up here we can get rid of. We don't want it. We just want to paint in the fish. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the double exposure all the way down. Then we're going to come in here and just get rid of the stuff that we don't want. Also hit this eye to see right over here. You can see exactly what is the part that you actually put as the double exposure, or is that other photo behind. So we're just going to erase all this red here and just leave the fish. Just like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, and then you hit that eye again, and then boop, there you go. You've got fish in there. So I'm going to hit that again, and then I'm just going to go back. And there she is. So she's got some added fish in there. If you want to add more, you can always just go to the healing thing here. And this usually takes some time here, but what you can do is kind of just hit the healing brush and see if you can't come up with some new fish here and there, that kind of thing. So you always hit the undo button if you didn't like something that you just did. So you noticed I added two fish. But there we go. You can always just keep trying. There's some fish. Just keep trying. You can add fish here and there. Add them. That one we don't want. It's not very good. So now at this point I added a couple fish. So you're gonna go ahead and press the check again. Now we notice that we have these shitty little fish like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the brush setting, the dodge and burn. We're gonna take that all the way down to -10. And what that'll do is, any part of these little blurry spots here. We go in here. I'll turn on the eyeball again so you can see what I'm doing with the dodge and burn here. Just trying to get rid of that haze there. You know, those fish that we added, sometimes it gets a little blurry. So here is, I'm just zooming in just to kind of separate them just a tad there. So now, boop, you see that? That's good to go. I'll probably go back to the healing brush now. Where is it? I fucking always miss it. There it is. Okay, anyways. Right here, healing brush, and probably just make it to the size of this shitty little fish here and get rid of it. Boop. Alright. Another little dot right here that I don't like. Boop. Gone. Okay. So, plus. There you go. So, before, after. Before, and after. There you go, man. That's how you add fish.